Hi, welcome back to Technology Review. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. You can find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and all the rest of the social media. Just look for MacJacksonJr.com, information on cybercrimes and cybersecurity. I'm here today with my guest host, Sonia Pedovic. Hi,
Hello.
Sonia.
Hello.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes. You have a good New Year?
I did. We
Yeah?
were just talking before I came on. I'm really looking forward to my kids going back to school. It's time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know we were in the Bay Area and had a really good time.
Very good. Any new tech stuff that you got the kids
Yeah,
for
well,
Christmas this
Santa
time?
brought the kids their new laptops. They had Chromebooks, which kind of
Oh, yeah, the new one?
They had
That's
old
out?
ones 2
Okay.
years ago
Right.
that kind of ran their course. They're not really that durable. I don't think they're made to last.
Yeah, I was going to ask you
long.
about that. What do you think about the Chromebooks?
I think they're, I don't know, clunky and...
It seems like everything again is moving towards the web,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So all the applications
Yes.
will be, software as a service,
Yeah,
right?
yep. So
And
they use through school OneDrive and
Sure.
Google Docs. They
Mhm.
use all that. They're educating. My sixth grader is
Sixth
learning
grader
all of
has
that.
a laptop. Yeah.
And actually, going back in this semester, starting Monday, he's going to do some coding, which is really exciting.
Nice,
So
nice,
I like
very
that they're
good.
exposing them to all of that.
Very good.
I really, shameless plug, I didn't even think about this in the break, but there is a program where this high school student won a grant to teach other high school students basic coding,
Mhm.
and she's looking for students to take the class. It's 8 Saturdays, and so here in Las Vegas. So
Oh,
if
wow.
anyone's listening and wants information on that, because I'd love to see Hannah, she earned a grant, and she has to produce this class that she earned the grant for in order to get the grant. So it's a little bit of a catch-22, but you can email me, Sonia, Sonia, at torianconsulting.net to get information, because I think it's important to expose them.
Yes, absolutely.
That way you might,
Absolutely.
light a fire inside of them to see.
And those are future candidates
Yes,
for your
yes,
company,
this is true.
right?
Yeah, but there's a lot going on in our industry. I
Mhm.
think this year you're going to see a lot more business intelligence, analytics, a lot of robotic stuff coming to town.
Absolutely. Lots of robotics coming.
Cybersecurity, a lot of initiatives being really pushed across the finish line. Got funding at the end of last year, and you'll start to see a lot of those jobs come out this year.
Very
so
good.
it's really
very
exciting.
good,
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. So, what do you think about the job market as far as?
I think it's great.
IT.
I mean, we're busy, so I'm very fortunate. So
Good.
I'm always very thankful for that. Being a small business owner, you want to keep the the billable hours coming in, but I also like to see people develop in their career progression with us. We may have placed them as a desktop person, and now they're working their way up and now getting into SOC or NOC or
Sure.
into security or different roles, or working their way up through project management, starting as a project coordinator and working themselves into a director role over time. It's a time to kind of reflect back on that and see how we've helped people maybe assume that. But I think the market is going to be really great this year. I really do think a lot of jobs are going to start and are already starting to hit the market.
Excellent. You think the new tax laws change was going to help in that? Or?
So I really need to read about this,
Mhm.
but I did read that the people who bought Fontainebleau from Carl Icahn
Right.
did so knowing that tax law was going to pass, and because of the things in it that benefited them as a corporation.
Right.
And so I think for our city, it's really good to see big investments like that happen, and large corporations are going to take advantage of whatever tax breaks to do it. And
Absolutely.
they
Like South Point, Heard did.
Right, and they translate that into jobs for our city, right? So we have the Raider Stadium coming,
Stadium.
Fontainebleau, those type of projects.
WNBA.
Yes. So
Yes.
those do create really good jobs here.
Yes,
So for
yes.
that, and then the 51s baseball team is moving up to Summerlin.
That's right.
So
that
that's
big
gonna be-
stadium's going to be built here. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's going to open up a lot more jobs, and of
Yeah.
course, everyone needs IT as well.
yes, right. And so from construction basic jobs through the back office, through the front office customer service, you're going to see a big push, I think, this year. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you think that'll bring more people here to Vegas from California?
I think that's always happening. I mean,
Yeah.
we talk to a lot of people who are willing to come here for either long-term extended contracts or, hey, I had a second home back, 5-6 years ago
Sure.
that I've rented out that I can sell my home somewhere else in the country. So I do feel like people always want to come here, especially if they're coming from a state that may be differently affected by those tax laws,
Yeah,
right? Because there
true.
are some, they say the East Coast, West Coast are going to be adversely affected, and so
Yes,
you might see
yes.
people move more inward. I'm not a tax expert. I don't even pretend to understand all of it, but I think people are going to do what's good not only for their careers but
Right.
for their families financially.
Right. Well, they say that Nevada's one of the fastest growing states
Yeah.
now on the West Coast.
Yeah.
People are moving
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Tax laws here
Yep.
are more lenient than other,
Yep.
in
Yep.
other states. So that's going to be open up
Yeah,
some good
I
stuff
see
for us.
in my friendship circle, a lot of
Mhm.
people talk about moving to Oregon, moving to Idaho for better quality of life, schools,
Sure.
those type of things. So if
Mhm.
Nevada can shift in the education as
Yeah,
well
that'd
as
be
everything
great.
with jobs,
That
it
would be
would.
great.
It's
Yes,
a win-win.
yes, yes.
So,
That's
yeah.
very good. That's very good to see your companies doing that.
Yeah,
and young
we're
people.
excited.
Great, great. We're going to talk a lot of stuff today.
Yeah.
Stuff in politics, like what happened January 1st in California.
What?
Just-
Oh, the legalized.
Yes, legalization of marijuana.
So I was
California.
there and went because we spend the area in the Bay, and
Right.
I was hearing conflicting stories. I don't think that California was as ready to do it. I mean, people were like filing for their applications, getting their licenses, buying the buildings,
Right.
doing everything. So when
Right.
it became legal here, they were ready to go.
Right.
I don't know that it was as ready
Yeah,
in
they were.
California as they were here.
They were there in the underground. Well, this week there's been lots of talk about businesses that are popping up
Yeah.
on it, from it. So
Yeah.
in our second segment, we're going to talk a lot about that too.
Well, it's crazy too in town here.
Mhm.
My OBGYN is in a
Right.
building, and the building owner sublet to a little marijuana shop.
Uh-huh.
And when I was there today, all of the workers were complaining about the smell, and I could smell it in the building.
Right.
But they had been like going on and on about how horrible it was, and
Right.
that they're moving out by the summer.
Really?
Because
Because
it
of it?
was causing such a problem in this medical practice.
Really?
And it's a little storefront. It can't be much bigger than
Right.
two of these rooms that we're in right now.
Right.
But, and I didn't find it to be that offensive.
And they
My
thought
old
it was.
office building had a testing lab in there.
Right.
That didn't bother me as much, but these people were like off their rockers, like this place has got to go. And I don't know, but California hopefully will reap the benefits in their schools, like Denver. You know, these places, if
Yes.
they use those dollars.
Yes, the dollars, the taxes
Yeah.
they've collected have really helped out the school
Yeah.
system and helped educate the students.
Yes.
Hopefully that'll happen here too in
Yeah,
Nevada.
we
They're
need
saying,
it.
yeah,
We
there's been
really
a
do.
lot of money put away for that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. So,
Yeah.
we tell the audience again of how to get how to contact you in your business.
Sure. Well, we're Torian Consulting. It's TAUREAN, which is like the zodiac sign. TorianConsulting.net, and my email is Sonia, SONIA, at TorianConsulting.net.
Very good. It's good to see. So,
Yeah.
any plans for 2018 with your business? Anything you guys going to be doing as far as growth
Yeah,
wise?
I think, we are really, I own the business a year now by myself. I've
been a year?
Yeah, officially a year
Wow.
by myself. I've been an
Wow.
owner before, but now a year by myself. So there's a lot of growth that goes along with that I feel like I'm finally settling into. I would like
Good.
to add another recruiter. So if someone's looking to, grow their career, help people realize their career dreams, then that would be something you could definitely reach out to me on. But I'll always have a small, close-knit team. I think we
Yes.
work really well that way, and
Yes.
I'd rather just focus on putting more people to work, but not necessarily growing to be this big, large organization.
Yeah, that's interesting. So any other nominations this year for any awards? that you're gonna-
No, but I did, as a result of the Community Service Award, get
Yeah.
put onto the board for NCWIT, which is a national
Oh.
organization for women in technology.
Right.
And so
Mhm.
I feel really blessed to be able to do that, because one of the things that they really focus on is like that grant I was talking about earlier, and supporting the Scientistas at UNLV,
Right.
the Tecnológicas,
Yes.
all these great technology programs for our youth here, and I definitely want to be a part of somehow moving that forward. So I know we just have a quick minute left, but
Oh,
in
go
February there's an event called Sit With Me. It's an international
Mm-hmm.
event where usually someone prominent in the market, someone like Sheryl Sandberg, has sat in the chair. It's a famous red chair,
Sure.
and she gets to tell her story, how she got to be where she got to be, lessons learned, and then the audience gets to basically ask her questions. It's open mic, so we're having that the fourth Wednesday of February.
Oh, good.
And I'll send you the link. You can put it
Yeah,
on your website.
definitely.
But you can definitely look for Sit With Me event through Eventbrite, or email me
Mm-hmm.
again. But it's definitely, for me, connecting with and supporting other women in technology is my mantra for this year.
Nice. That's going to be, I'd like to talk to you more about that
Yeah.
too. In our next segment, we're going to talk more about that. So, thank you, Sonia. We're going to be here in our next segment. We're going to talk more about what's going on in technology and some things happening at CES,
Yes.
Consumer Electronics Show. It's going to be here next week, the 9th through the 12th, here in Las Vegas. Over 200,000 people.
That's crazy. That's exciting.
Yeah, 200,000 people will be here.
Yep.
New things in technology. Of course, Tesla, electric
Yeah,
cars.
yeah.
One of my favorite topics to talk about as
For
well.
sure.
right?
Yeah. I know you're still saving your pennies. for
That's
it.
right. Save my pennies for it. Folks, we'll be back here at Technology View over here with my guest, Sonia Pedowick, after these messages from our sponsors. Thank you.